Greetings, fellow weight loss people, people that want to get healthier, whoever has an interest in seeing how it can be done by a non-expert, you might say. I'm Patti Serrano, and today I'm taking my victory lap. And I say victory not in a bragging way, but in a just just supported way where I'm supporting myself in the journey that I've taken over the last year. So if it's your first time watching any of my Window to Eat videos, about a year ago, on June 10th actually, on, 2022, it was right after COVID, 2 years of eating out of control. I had skyrocketed up to 231 pounds on my doctor's scale and 227 on my home scale. And so I wrote out this little piece of paper. You'll see in my other videos, I've kept this like a little diary, and I made that June to June 50 pounds. So here we are in June 2023, and I did lose the 50 pounds. In fact, I did make it to 52 pounds. I weighed in at 175 this morning. I was hoping to be in the mid 170s, so it all worked out the way I thought. And basically, I just charted out 4 pounds a month, a pound a week, 52 pounds. And it worked. And it was from just, being, cognizant of what I was eating, making some different choices, doing a little exercise, and just really being committed. I think that was the one thing. I committed to this year. I called it my 1-year commitment. Now today I've started my 2-year commitment, and there I will do 30 pounds. I want at 175, I want to be down to 150, 145. We'll see how I look when we get down there. Right now, I'm starting to get a little fleshy, when you lose weight, so you're looking at a little bit more flesh showing, other than the plumpness that you saw when I was heavier. And these pictures that I'm going to show you now were taken exactly a year ago. One was dated June 5th, this one right here, and this other one was dated July 8th, I believe. So you can see that in my face for sure. My body's, I've lost some inches, but I'm not there. And that's why I want to continue to keep coming to you, because I've got my second year, I've got a long way to go. And you can see where I put there a little picture of what I wrote on June 10th as my 1-year commitment. Now here's where it gets interesting, because I had no idea how I was going to do this. I just knew that I'd read once that a pound a week is not hard if you just make a couple little tweaks in your diet. So I did. Sometimes I would have broccoli instead of French fries when we go out. I'd skip on the desserts, just little tweaks. Nothing that said I was on a diet, nothing like that. Well, I went along, I charged along, as you'll see in my other videos, and then when I hit around January, I realized that from not doing the nighttime nibbling that I was getting somewhere. And then Joni Martin out of Michigan at the time told me about this intermittent fasting. And I had always thought that intermittent fasting was, oh, you got to go without, you got to deprive, you're going to fast, you're going to be hungry all the time. I didn't really like the sound of it. So I never really looked into it, because I'd been on every other program imaginable. You name it, I've been on it. But I looked into it. So 90 days ago, actually, I joined, not joined because there's nothing to join, I just started what's called 18-6. It's 18 hours non-eating, 6 hours I can eat. That's my window of time to eat, from noon to 6, and that I have done. In fact, today I was at my granddaughter's here, and she goes, "Hey Nana, you want a ice cream cone?" I go, "Sure. Let's see, I'm in my window. That's fine." So you make adjustments. So I take the ice cream cone, and then maybe I won't have that little extra something later on tonight. You can do this. I did it. I mean, what I really like about the fact that, like I said, it's not in a bragging way. I'm kind of in my little victory lap, you might say. Is what I want to share. A lot of people go, "Well, how'd you do it?" And I'd like to share stuff with people, because maybe you might want to do it. Last week I talked about how, a friend of mine wanted to have her glass of wine at night. Well, have it, but make your window noon to 9 or whatever. Just make your window. But I think the interesting thing is when I go back and I look at some of the things I journaled in this blank piece of paper. I would just write little off-the-wall stuff, what I weighed that morning. I've been weighing every day because I wanted to chronicle it. I know that's not a good idea, but for me, for this last year, it worked. So I weighed every day, and I didn't get bummed out if nothing happened or anything, because I knew that it's going to happen. In fact, this morning, I wrote down how many days was I in the 180s. You know, because I went from 227 into the 220s. How long did I stay in the 180s, from 189 to 180? And I stayed 44 days in the 180s. Okay? And now I'm 16 days into the 170s. So I might stay in the 170s. You know, I might plateau here and there, a pound here and there. I might stay for a couple more weeks if it's based on anything that looked like when I was in the 180s. But do you understand what it did to me, though, by looking back on this stuff and being able to chronicle it? Was I could see that it took me 44 days to do the 180s. So I have hope now when I get on the scale and I'm staying in the mid 170s, which is over 50 pounds, which was what I wanted. But you do, or I do anyway, I don't know if you're like this, you tend to get disappointed, or, you know, feel like you're sabotaged. And the reason it's getting dark all of a sudden is it's a real sunny day here, but the clouds keep coming in and out. So sorry about the lighting. But anyway, so now I'm 16 days in the 170s. I want to come back and see you again when I'm in the 160s, and let's have another victory lap. Now, as far as how I feel, my clothes and my body, I feel fantastic. Nothing, no issues. I did get a little bit of a little cyst behind my knee, a Baker cyst they call it. I used to get them when I was a runner, and it's from driving for 10 days out here to Colorado. So that I can't walk as much. You've got to rest. So that's okay. I'm not getting the kind of exercise I would do that maybe would get me into a faster, weight loss. But feel good. Now my clothes are, of course, getting a little bit baggier. Not there yet. I still got, like I said, 30 pounds to lose. I'm not there, but I'm getting there. And the other thing is I measured myself. And on my waist, I lost 7 inches. So that's going to show in your clothes. Not so much up here up top. That's one of the things I'm kind of like, go away. I'm just too, I just want to get rid of some of this busty stuff. Legs, I've lost weight. Of course, chin and all that. But you'll lose at your own pace and everything. But I wanted to come in today and just share with you my happiness. Like I said, it's kind of like a little bit of a victory lap, because when I left a year ago to do this, or when I started this a year ago, I had no idea how I was going to do it. I had no idea if it was going to be successful. I'm one of those kind of people. I don't know if you're like this, that I'm a 3-day attention span. I'll start something about 3 days ago, next. And I wanted to do that on this one. I remember the first couple of weeks, I didn't know how I was going to get my mojo working. I didn't know, what was going to happen. I had that little window of doubt. But I can honestly say, a year looking back now, that if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, you'll have a victory. And I'm just doing this mainly just for you. I feel so good, and I'm so just honored that I can share it with you and not be embarrassed about my weight and be embarrassed about my age or anything like that. I'm just doing it because I'm just hoping that someone will see that, if you're overweight, the treasures of being, the beauty of being lighter. Well, you know that. If you've had any kind of history like me where I yo-yoed, one year I'm big, next year I'm skinny, oh, look at her, she lost weight, oh, look at her, she's gained weight. But I think COVID, I don't think it's an excuse, but COVID did really mess us up. Even my doctor gave me a pass card when I went into morbidly obese. She didn't even budge. She goes, everyone's kind of dealing with this right now, and we got a pass card. And we got a pass card for sitting around eating, popcorn and watching Hallmark movies. Nobody said anything to me during that time. Yes, I was a little bit creative, and I did a couple videos, but when you look at the videos, I'm going, my word. Not that I'm there yet, because I really want to, slim down on my videos and stuff now, but just to see them, it's a marker for you. Take pictures and videos and keep track and get a journal and mark your feelings and I'd happy face this, I happy face that. I would write, what? Like maybe one day I would, do really good and then I have a weight gain. Has that ever happened to you? It's like, what? But the thing of it is, by just following it, it kind of keeps you on course. I don't know. I really don't know really what to say other than this little journal with the blank pages worked for me. Making it charted out for the year, and take your time. And we don't have to do it together. I know a lot of people just want to do it on their own. I wanted to do it on my own. I didn't want to check into no weight loss program. Just do it on your own, but make the right choices. And I will tell you that this video today is coming in on my website, which is my video YouTube channel and Facebook on Another Day to Play. And basically that was the start of it. I wanted more time to have fun. But how can you have fun if you can't walk? How can you have fun if you can't breathe? How can you have fun if you just this weight is tearing you down? I knew I had to do something. And if you're there and you know you've got to do something, like COVID kind of caught up with you, this is really easy. All I'm saying is just write it down, commit to it, commit, commit, commit. Make some changes, choose the right things, and you're done. You don't have to pay a cent. It's all up to you, and only you can do it. I can't do it, unfortunately, but I can do it for myself. And self-care and self-protection and all this is really big right now. And this falls right in alignment with taking care of yourself. Because as you feel better, you're going to walk through life better. And your body's going to love you for it. So, from Another Day to Play, I'm Patti Serrano, and I'm just praying that I will have another day to play. I'm taking one day at a time throughout this next June to June. And I'm going to lose another additional 25 pounds, 30 maybe. And we're going to keep in touch with you. And I will see you on down the line. Thank you so much for watching today and joining me, and for all the thumbs up and the congratulations and the cheering on has really, really helped me. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to y'all soon.